quite chuffed, I'm sure, and a great team performance as well.
Yeah, I think it was important tonight. Obviously, we shuffled the pack a little bit. A couple were rested, and a couple were left out completely, in Wilson and Greg Mills. So it was important for the boys tonight. Everyone got the minutes in, and the fact that we've played against a strong side and we've gone away with the win, I'm absolutely delighted for the boys.
You did play the first half, came off towards the end of that. We actually did play the full 45 minutes, but you've limped off. How long do you think you'll be out with that injury? Is it just a knock?
Yeah, it's just a knock. It's a kick. By Monday train, I should be fine. So it is what it is. Me coming off was an opportunity for someone else to go on. I think I did my job, if you know what I mean. I went on there to basically show the lads how I wanted them to play, and I think it set a tempo. So me and Dave sat down after and I was like, well, we've done it now, let the boys go and do it. So it was very much that. Ademi, I just wanted to play alongside him tonight, to be honest with you. And the second half, his goals, that's him. You know, he's awkward. I don't know what he's going to do. I think he knows what he's going to do. So that's Ademi. He's got that talent, and over the night, I'm just delighted the fact that he's got off the mark, and I think the crowd were right behind him at the end as well.
I think that's the point. At half time, it was 0-0. It was all square when you came around the turnaround. Came out second half, and as you say, Badimi's come on. He didn't look like he knew what he was doing, but he knew where he wanted the ball to be, and that was in the back of the net. And that's important for him because after that, his confidence grew and grew. The second goal, he maybe wouldn't have scored that if it was his first attempt.
Probably not. He probably would have snatched at it, to be honest with you. He probably hit over the bar or something. But like you say, his confidence grew just off getting that first goal. Like you say, he danced through people. It bobbled off his shins, bobbled off them. But like you say, he got it where he wanted it to be, and his finisher was brilliant. So I made up for him tonight. There was some really, really good performances though from the young lads, and Shane Byrne in midfield as well. So overall, really pleasing and productive night.
And I'm also guessing that the fact you came back after the equaliser, which you can't really fault, that was a great goal from a strange position, came in on a very tight angle from the edge of the box.
Yeah, it was a cross. I think it's looped obviously over walks. That will happen over a season. Walks will save a lot. I think it was just an unfortunate thing. I would have loved a clean sheet tonight, you know I would, but the fact that we've bounced back from 3 defeats, to be honest with you, against the strong Forest team tonight, it sets us up nice enough next Saturday.
And of course, that was the last game, the last friendly in this pre-season fixtures. The other two being cancelled for whatever reason doesn't really matter now. But does that now give you a week to settle down, get the fitness where it should be, a couple of training sessions during the week, and then just get out there and do what you need to do on next Saturday?
Yeah, we'll train Monday and Thursday. We would have done anyway. It was just the fact that Harbour Town play their first league game tonight, so it was kind of going to be a youth team against the youth team. So the two managers spoke together and we came up with a conclusion. What's the point, basically? Desborough was called off a month ago, to be honest with you, as soon as I knew their dressing rooms weren't going to be ready. So the boys have got the minutes in, so it made perfect sense to pull a few out and wrap them up in cotton wool a little bit, ready for next Saturday. And the lads that came in, they've got the minutes tonight. Connor Kennedy, Curtis Hartley, they've played. Harry May's got another 90 minutes under his belt, who I thought was outstanding again tonight. His work ethic is second to none. And having people like Cleveland Taylor around, I think that gave him a massive boost this year. And I think it's just inspired him a little bit. He's got that little bit extra in his game.
Spoke to Greg Mills at half-time in the stand. He's itching to be back on the pitch, but of course his injury is still keeping him out. But it looks like he'll be back in training Thursday. Hope to start next week, maybe on the bench though.
It's food for thought tonight, to be honest with you. Greg Mills, I said it in the last interview, he's an important player for this football club. The way that we want to play football and everything, he is a very good footballer. So if we can get him on the pitch, then great. If he's not quite ready, then he will sit on the bench, and we'll just have to see where he's at on Thursday.
You've been at Corby Town for a month or so now, maybe 6 weeks. How are you finding it as the manager of this club?
I'm loving it, to be honest with you. It felt strange at first. Obviously, me and Stan were really close, so it did feel really, really strange. And obviously, the fact that we're probably away from the club probably made that a little bit easier, rather than me getting stuck straight back in. It gave me a lot of time to reflect, and I'm delighted with the group of players that I've managed to get together. Dave's been brilliant assisting me, so the club's moved in the right direction. We've come back really strong. So I'm itching now, to be honest with you, for next Saturday. Get the boys on the training ground Monday and Thursday, and just get them at it. But tonight, that's the positivity back. You know, that there was a couple of lads that were a bit glum after the last 3 defeats, which is understandable. And I said to them before, I said, look, I'll hold my hands up if the pre-season was too hard. I organised the fixtures at the end of the day, but I challenged them at the end of the day. It would have been easy for me to just play UCL teams and beat them all, but that's the belief I've got in these lads. And the fact that we played Brackley on Tuesday after Leeds and Leicester was the fact that I was that confident that we'd probably go and beat them. So, you know, we didn't turn up on Tuesday, we were leggy, which is why we made changes tonight. And I'm just delighted for the boys that they've bounced back tonight.
Excellent. Well done tonight. See you
Cheers,
next
Phil.
week.
Thank you.